One of the most interesting things in the history of Zimbabwe is to see Jonathan Moyo failing to run propaganda as he wishes. So what is happening is that there is a systematic attack on the opposition in the nation of Zimbabwe from people like Jonathan Moyo and the alike characters. We have seen in this grouping sprouting to a lot of influential people on social media, trying by all means possible to silence the opposition led by President Nelson Chamisa. So what is happening is that Dara Blessed Mhlanga, when he interviewed Jacob Mafume, he managed to dismantle propaganda ya Jonzo Yese. Jacob Mafume had gone to that interview claiming zvanga apiwa set pieces by Jonathan Moyo, and he was dismantled left, right, and center. We talked about this issue and exposed how Jonathan Moyo is now linked to Triple C Chavangu, and is now the de facto president of that faction. So right now, let us talk about this another expose. Jonathan Moyo is not stopping. He is now attacking Dara Blessed Mhlanga for the good job he has done, because what Blessed Mhlanga did was to simply discredit Jonathan Moyo's propaganda. And he has come right here on Twitter and has started to mock Dara Blessed Mhlanga, and he created what he calls Zim performance journalism, and he dubbed it as KIT. So he is now trying to create Dara Blessed Mhlanga having a conversation with Jacob Mafume. And what is right here onto the screen is what Jonathan Moyo has been saying. So you have to understand that the reason why Jonathan Moyo is doing so is to try and shame or embarrass Dara Blessed Mhlanga, because he knows that a lot of people will not bother to respond to his nonsense. So I can tell you, the people of Zimbabwe right now, that there is a lot which is happening. The propaganda machinery is being led by Jonathan Moyo, and it is being dismantled left, right, and center. That is the reason why there is an attack on Dr. JT, there is an attack on Province Mkwananzi, there is an attack on Dara Blessed Mhlanga, there is an attack on each and every influential person who is taking the regime to task. I can tell you, Heart and Soul TV's YouTube page was deleted and is not being found at this moment in time. Why? It's because these people are trying by all means possible to silence critics. And right now, hacking my page is their latest strategy. So this is something which is right onto the screen, Team Zimbabwe, exposing Jonathan Moyo. Just imagine, Kuti, when the interview happened, everybody was there to listen to the interview. We were there to listen to the interview. And Mafume failed. So imagine you have called somebody and you have trained somebody over I'm done with you. I'm now deploying you into the field to do a BCD, and that person fails. Not because he's not a great learner, but because he is matching somebody who is wiser, with more skills, and does have patience when it comes to ask questions. So Anthony Skill Drebara, let me help you, because a lot was lost in your typing. Not forgetting that David has denied that he is the Treasury General. So David Coulthard has distanced himself. A lot of people, it can be proven, their involvement in this mess, in the meetings which happened in Blawa. And that is a fact. So the reason why he's being hated is because he has managed to expose these people for who they are. So this is the struggle, Team Zimbabwe. A lot of people will see Nelson Chamisa and believe that things are soft with him. This is the kind of these are the kind of people he's facing every day. Who are there to scrutinize everything he says? Voya vogadzira mathread votanga kuataka. So you'd see kuti this is a ghost account which is right here, probably being operated in a team really. It is now backing Professor Jonathan Moyo's assertion so as to discredit Dara Blessed Mhlanga, and it says the Zenzele interview with Watchman Ngumbe was a masterstroke in political interviews. How did it become a masterstroke when what the people wanted to know was not asked? When Professor Ngumbe was not even asked the key important questions, and you call that a masterstroke? So you would understand it in Zimbabwe kuti vanhu ava havadi munhu anovacriticize. Hanzi panapa coach these mercenaries before they go for any interviews. Please mlevel. It's so shameful. They are being coached, but vanonosvika masamba akasiyana. Skanzi, you are managing a rotten project. As always, your project crash badly because they are always built on deceit. Reason why you are hiding. Your project to come back will fail again. Start by being honest to yourself. So Jonathan Moyo is one of the people who have lived in exile since November 2017. Akatiza mukomana akamhanya akananga pamudembeke apa. And from there, he connected his route to Kenya, where he is currently on asylum. So you would understand that Jonathan Moyo is hoping to be back home one day. But it's difficult without attacking the opposition. So you have to attack the opposition, get favor in the eyes of the oppressor who wants to kakumba. And right now is now leading the cult, which is actually attacking every opposing voice. So the spokesman said you can ask your question differently. And it reminds me of a certain minister in Malawi who was asked how many houses did the party build. He went north and south before answering that question. It's a hot seat indeed. So Anzi Chavangu has failed. So a lot is happening in Zimbabwe, in the politics of Zimbabwe. This is no longer normal. This is no longer about politics. The deletion of that page so was a simple message to say, Blessed, we know you're managing this thing. We know your capabilities, but we are warning you. We are watching you. We can do anything. That is the reason why they need to delete everything. So God is working miracles and wonders around Zimbabwe. You will see it. You will see it. But the first thing is to expose these charlatans, because these are the people who are in charge of misinformation, disinformation, and everything else. So it is what it is in Zimbabwe. We'll continue to watch and see. But in conclusion, I feel pity for Jonathan Moyo. Interview yakaitwa na Jacob Mafume, they failed to coach him properly. Ndobva asvika vadhomoka. Chamisa awina. Vakomana vamudhara varuza. Ndozvariri game racho.